Our pharmaceutical production plant in Samara has been working in the pharmaceutical market for more than 10 years. We use various pharmaceutical equipment that meets the requirements and standards of GMP to produce our products. At the general meeting on the development of production, the leading engineer of the analytical laboratory proposed to update some analytical and laboratory equipment. Using analytical equipment, they monitor the ratings of moisture level, melting time, transparency, dissolution, hardness parameters, thickness, viscosity. Laboratory equipment carries out the process of preparing samples for research. Laboratory engineer clarified that last month, they had a breakdown of a crusher, which was needed to grind raw materials, and then conduct tests. A laboratory crusher had to be purchased as soon as possible, since quality analysis of raw materials in accordance with production technology is carried out each new batch of material supply. I, as chief technologist of the enterprise, was instructed to find and purchase a crusher within a month, since we were planning a new shipment of raw materials. The chief engineer of our plant recommended that I first contact the manufacturers of the equipment. However, she did not call in the evening. I contacted them the next day. The manager said that she had passed the request on to the design department, and that she would contact me when she got an answer. This seems strange to me. When do I wait for an answer? How long to wait for an answer? Absolutely no business approach to the customer. I refused to look for a lab crusher on my own, and then I remembered that at the Forum of Producers of Equipment for the Pharmaceutical Industry in Moscow, I met a specialist who was engaged in the selection and supply of equipment for production of medicines. I found his business card, and before contacting him I decided to check whether he really engaged in the supply of machines for the pharmaceutical industry. In order to do this, I found his company's website and carefully studied the information on it. I liked that the website was up to date, with video clips of the equipment and many contacts for communication. I also noticed that the website had been around since 2003. The company has been on the pharmaceutical equipment supply market for a long time, and this is a good reason to say that it is successful. I called the manager. He said he remembered me, and was happy to hear from me again. I told him that I was looking for a state-of-the-art laboratory crusher for grinding raw materials. He suggested a crusher option that was popular with customers, and proven in production. I agreed to consider it. The manager emailed me a passport, instructions for operating the equipment, and a video demonstrating the machine. The crusher consisted of a metal body and a plastic base. Crushing was done with stainless steel knives. I liked the proposed version of the equipment for crushing raw materials, and I agreed it with the management. A week later we signed a contract for the delivery of the crusher, and 2 weeks after signing the contract my manager called me, and told me that the equipment was ready, and would be delivered within a week. When the machine arrived at the facility, we were able to evaluate its quality. The crusher was made of quality stainless steel material, a compact, modern machine with easy operation. Perhaps I would not have gotten such an excellent result in such a short time if I had gone the route of selecting the equipment myself. Experience has shown that the decision to enlist the help of a professional in choosing a pharmaceutical laboratory crusher to grind raw materials into powder was the right one. I plan to use the services of a professional from this firm in the future in the purchase of pharmaceutical equipment. People think that everything is easy for professionals in their business, but I am sure that such professionals work to make us continue to think so.